With each passing day, it becomes harder to hide our movements from the Reveni. And for how long, Avil? To what end?
Until Xandra is able to complete her device, Your Highness. She holds the key to this war. The sooner your men return from their expedition with Xandra's material, the sooner it will end.
And in the meantime, my people suffer. Even now, my scouts are reporting a Reveni with some sort of weapon attacking from the north. Please save them, Avil.
Gods, that Reveni wields a massive club. I need to do something about that club quickly, or the Reveni will make short work of the city.
About that club quickly, the Reveni will be able to inflict a massive amount of damage to the city.
No challenge at all.
Work of you. Now, on to the next.
Another Reveni already? This Reveni is no match for my blade. I'll have this thing down in no time. No challenge at all.
Avil, you must persevere!
This thing down in no time.
Your
Your Highness, we have lost much of the northern and western fronts. I suggest we break the refugees into smaller groups and hide them at different locations.
A better solution would be to mobilize my people into a fighting force and give them the opportunity to fight for their own survival. I wouldn't insist on this strategy if our options were not grave. These people are our greatest resource, the future of our existence. I would rather die than endanger them needlessly.
Then heed my words, Your Highness. Do not send them to war.
The refugees have been separated, broken into smaller camps for safety.
You do not seem satisfied.
My people should not be hiding and scurrying about like vermin.
It is too risky to keep the survivors in one location. If the Reveni discover them, they could wipe out nearly all of humanity in one attack.
And after my people are scattered to the winds, who will defend them then?
I will, Your Highness. I will not let them fall.
Send me as many as you can for now. We'll sort out the rest later. Prepare yourself, Sentinel! The Reveni have arrived!
Refugees are under attack. I must act quickly to save them.
I am saved! I am saved! Another refugee has been saved, but there are plenty more where they came from. Keep it up, Sentinel. Reveni approaches. Move quickly, Avil. Incredible work of you. It seems my trust in you was well-founded. I always always believed the legends. Thank you, Sentinel. Sentinel! Reveni forces are doubling down on your location! I knew we could count on you! Someone help!
I have to save the civilians before these monsters kill them. I must find another way to defeat this Reveni.
Sentinel! Reveni forces are doubling down on your location!
Refugees are under attack. I must act quickly to save them.
A noble death.
Another Reveni already? Refugees are under attack. I must act quickly to save them.
people have located the material Xandra requires.
No easy feat.
Perhaps, someday, you will divulge how you came to discover this resource, nestled so discreetly under the ocean waves.
As I explained, Xandra has been studying the weapons we've acquired from the dead Reveni. The device will work, Your Highness. Soon we will be able to move people further away from danger. Lives will be saved. Isn't that the most important thing?
It is for now. May you never know the responsibility of leadership. The many compromises that one must wear like an unseasonal coat.
You wear them well, King Yarrow. King Yarrow, we may have to adjust our objective in this conflict. Delorum may be lost.
I will not abandon the kingdom.
Respectfully, Your Highness. Delorum is no longer a kingdom. It is a graveyard.
I had hoped.
I, too, had hoped that we could vanquish our invaders and reclaim our birthright. But that moment has passed. The fight in front of us is for survival. I will continue to slow the Reveni advance, but I cannot stop them. This is not a fight we can win.
I knew we could count on you!
The Reveni are here.
The legend of the Sentinels are true after all. Sentinel! Reveni forces are doubling down on your location! Blessed be Delorum! I am saved!
Another Reveni for me to slay.
Incredible work of you. It seems my trust in you was well-founded. We are defined by the world we create. It is an extension of our will, our destiny. I will not concede this kingdom to those otherworldly brutes. You may retreat, brave sentinel, and find a cave from which to lick your wounds and refine your pragmatism. But my life will end here, in Dolorum.
Do you truly believe it best to sacrifice yourself and abandon your people in their darkest hour? Your Highness, I believe you have your people's best intentions at heart, but your thoughts are in the past.
You are a perceptive man, Nabil. It may be sentimentality that keeps me from releasing my grasp on Dolorum.
Perhaps it would aid you to speak her name. Your Highness?
You were born in the province of Gular?
That has always been my assumption. But the truth is, I do not know for sure.
Your mannerisms, your speech, indicate as much.
My allegiance was to my fellow soldiers, not the family crest of a man I never met.
I believe your temerity and stubbornness served you well in the service of war.
I am here today.
True. And my family is not.
Reveni are descending on your location, Avil. There's no turning back now. Great job. Keep it up.
Another Reveni already?
Great work, Avil. Keep defending the towers.
The towers are falling. That Reveni must be taken down. Here comes another one. We're losing towers. I need to do something, quick!
You truly are skilled with that sword of yours.
Thank you! Gods protect you!
The towers are falling. That Reveni must be taken down.
Another Reveni is heading towards you now, Avil.
We're losing towers. I need to do something, quick!
People are dying of you. What good are you you if you let the Reveni pick off civilians one by one. You were born in the province of Gula.
That has always been my assumption.
I'm true.
The Reveni are here. The towers are falling. That Reveni must be taken down.
Knew what hit him.
Another Reveni has arrived. How long can I keep them at bay? Towers are falling. That Reveni must be taken down. No! The Reveni are destroying the towers.
What are you doing? More Reveni are descending on your location. Be careful, Avil.
The more Reveni they send, the more Reveni I shall kill. Ha! No challenge at all.
That's one less Reveni for us to face. We're losing towers, Avil. You need to do something. Focus! More Reveni are descending on your location. Be careful, Avil.
My daughter was born with a hitch in her step. A malady we had cause to believe could be remedied in Callum, your neighbor to the east. After much discussion and expense, passage to Callum was procured, as were the services of a doctor. My son insisted on accompanying my wife and daughter on this journey for their protection.
They were betrayed in Gular.
You know of the incident?
No, Your Highness. But I knew of men who would profit off such an arrangement. Men hired to ensure safety were often the very men you would need safety from.
The doctor sent word they had never arrived. Months later, an honest livery operator recognized the branding on a horseshoe and sent word. The silver my family were carrying for expenses had been retrieved from brothels and saloons across Gular. Your King Matthias apologized for their disappearance and made promises to find the men responsible, but no further actions on the matter materialized.
King Matthias was a fool, and if it offers solace, he met his end at a blade. His head was carried through the streets in a sack before being fed to a pig.
It does little to fill my heart.
King Yarrow, I sincerely feel for your loss. There is little I can say, other than to affirm that I am honored to fight alongside you in this conflict. Should we persevere, we can toil towards a better world.
honest, Avil, you missed me.
Zandra, I will admit, it is good to hear your voice again. How is the work on your portal progressing?
That's why I'm contacting you. I've run into a problem. This is a bigger, more complicated piece of machinery than I've created before. I need some help. In the Alturas Canyon, there is a community of craftsmen. The finest metalworkers in Delorum live there. I need some of those people to help finish my project. Avil, you have to save those engineers before the Reveni kill them.
I will, Zandra. I promise. Thank you, sir. If you're looking for an engineer, they mostly live up on the canyon cliffs. I hope they make it out all right.
We used to be able to climb up this shaft, but ever since the Reveni appeared, these mines have fallen to ruin.
I bet I could climb the shaft if I jumped back and forth between wall segments.
If it's metalsmithing you need, you're looking for my sister. She should be back at her smithy, forging weapons to fend off these beasts.
Oh, that one looked like it really hurt. Avil, focus!
An engineer? I am, but not a worker of metals, I'm afraid. I do hope you find who you're looking for, Sentinel. Citizen, are you one of the famed metalsmiths of the Alturas Canyon?
That I be. Who is it that asks?
My friend Zandra requires your assistance. You will be transported to her swiftly.
Avil, you've saved one of the engineers. That's great. But we still need one more. I won't be able to build my device without them. Please, Avil, for all our sakes, you must find them.
Metalsmithing? I'm just a woodworker, I'm afraid. But I'm certain I could be of aid to the King's forces.
I will send you there at presently, citizen.
Metallurgy? I'm afraid not, Sentinel. You'll have to look elsewhere to find the engineer you seek.
That one looked like it really hurt.
When those monsters started appearing, so too did these wretched thorns.
I'd better be careful. Getting trapped in these thorns could prove a fatal mistake.
Metalsmithing? I'm just a woodworker, I'm afraid. But I'm certain I could be of aid to the King's forces.
I will send you there at presently, citizen.
A sentinel? What brings you to the Alturas Canyon?
I am seeking help from the renowned metalsmiths who are said to reside in this area. Would you happen to know where I might find one?
You are in luck, Sentinel. I am one such metalworker, and I have been quite curious about these portal stones. Fantastic job, Avil. You've saved my engineers. Now, try to lure the Raveni to the higher peaks.
Is this Raveni's armor made from bones? Something tells me destroying this bone armor won't be so easy. Citizen, are you one of Altura's famed engineers? I am seeking a talented metalsmith.
I am an engineer, but sorry to say I don't work with metal. However, maybe I can still be of help. This crane is my work. If you activate that switch, the crane will allow you to get back up here more easily. Good luck!
skulls on the Reveni's bone armor glow with flames. I don't think a rune strike will damage them while the skulls are lit up. My rune strike seems to have no effect on that skull while its flames are lit. I've got to rune strike the skulls when the flames go out. This Reveni is no match for my blade.
Avil, you've gotten a lot better with that whip. I'm actually impressed.
I wish it were as easy as it looks.
When we end this war, and spare me your cautious remarks, we should reform the Sentinel Order. You have surpassed our teacher in all ways. Think of the world we could create.
An army of Sentinels would be too powerful, Zandra. Too uncontrollable. The temptation for greed in men, all humans, is too great.
The threats we face require a risk, Avil. With your leadership, we could inspire change in the world.
I'm afraid the world would stay the same, and it would be us who changed. For the worse.
We are not the people who came before us, Avil. We get to decide who we are.
I offer a compromise, then. When this war is over, I will finish your training, and yours alone. What you decide to do with the responsibility will be up to you.
And what will be your life's vocation after my training?
Something boring.
I awoke in a temple. In front of me sat the monk and Avil with him. The monk had taught Avil some new tricks. And that's when I realized the Sentinels were real?
I am the last. All the knowledge of the Sentinels has been passed down to me.
I knew I needed to do something to help. As a blacksmith's daughter, I helped forge weapons. Now armed to fight the Hordes. The Sentinels had returned.